Hello everybody! ¿Cómo están? Ian Lewis here, and in this episode of Exploring Together, we have arrived to Delft.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece.
So today is 18th of September, which literally means that it is Chile's birthday, my home country. And it's a very classic thing of Chilean, that in 18th of September we make a barbecue. Basically means that I have short time to make this Delft video because I have to go barbecuing with my sister and my Dutch brother-in-law. So wait right there, because before we continue with the story of this video, it would be a good idea to give you proper feedback of a critical mistake I made. After arriving to The Hague and the next day going to Amsterdam, in my third day I was supposed to go to Rotterdam and Delft, which is basically what I did. But with the jet lag and the exhaustion of the previous days, I woke up way later than what I was expecting to. And because of this delay, I was late to the barbecue that my sister was preparing. And in the Netherlands, punctuality is almost everything, I decided to just skip Delft and go straight ahead to my sister's place for the barbecue. And that is your tourist guide Ian Lewis, completely frustrated because he's not gonna go down in Delft until this. My little sister telling me that Delft was small and that I should go, and that is what I did. So let's just go and explore. Our first destination is the Council of the City. It's very beautiful, eh? The building has been rebuilt many times because it has been destroyed many times, and it has a clear Renascentista facade. Besides being the Council of the City, inside of it you can see a museum of tortures. Yeah, pretty insane, eh? And the other curious fact is that the clock that is at the top of the building is from 1536. That is only 40 years later than Columbus' arrival to America. That's how old the clock is. So my very first impressions of Delft, it is a very beautiful town, also seems to be very small, but look at this that I have just found. These cheeses are insane! You see, generally speaking, the stereotype of cheesy things is more related to France. But I can say that the Dutch have a cheese culture that they should feel proud about. We currently are in the market square. This square is where things happen, you know? Hey! As you can see, it is busy with all of these games. This place is exactly used for that. Games, celebrations, Christmas parties, etc, etc. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Good, what's your channel?
Ian Lewis.
I'm sorry. What?
Ian? Let's forget it! The church behind me is the old church of Delft. So wait once again, because that one is not the old church, it's the new church. That one over there is me looking at the information that I have gathered on beforehand and making the critical mistake of pressing one link to a webpage called Viajar a Holanda, where the information of the tourist attractions was right, but the referential images were mistaken. So the old church has the image of the new church, whereas the new church has the image of the old church. Therefore, the church at my back is the new church, and all the information is from the old church that we're gonna see later on, also known as the Oude. It was built in 1056, which is insane, almost 1,000 years ago. That's very old. And one of the main attractions is the Tower Bell, which was built later in the 13th century.
What I'm supposed to do, I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm...
Now, a very curious fact is that the tomb of Vermeer, the painter, is inside of it. So many people who is fan of him comes to visit his grave. Vermeer was a very famous painter who was born in the 17th century. He was one of the main painters of the Baroque movement. So art is certainly a field of study, a human kind of expression, a movement where the philosophers use brushes and pencils.
Self-expression.
Self-expression, right?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's great.
I'm doing well. I saw you recording, so I thought I could say hi and express
Yeah,
myself.
say hi to, yeah.
Okay, well,
Bye bye. He just intervened my inspiration.
self-expression.
Ooh, really like these balloons.
It would go really nice with the intro of Exploring Together. So, the few things I know about the Baroque is that it was a time where painters used to paint inside of their studios. That's why the paintings were way more dark than they used to be when they used to paint outside. And Vermeer was someone who was perfectly able to handle light. And that is pretty much why his nickname is the Master of Light. You really gotta be careful with the Dutch on the bikes, you know? It's almost worse than cars. They take really seriously the bike traffic here.
When the night will fall, I'll haunt your dream. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.
Here is the new church, which I imagine must be something like the Neue Kerk. And it is brand new. It was built in 1386. And the bell tower at the top of it is the second biggest one in this country. I have to say that it is not only massive, but it's also a very beautiful one, especially the clocks at the top. From this point of view, there are two things that calls my attention. The first one is that the tower seems to have some inclination, you know? And taking into consideration how old it is, I'm pretty sure with just a little quake we will have to build a new church. And the second one that calls my attention is that there's a mermaid somewhere over there at the top of that building, which I'm not sure why. And I'm actually not sure, but what it seems to be more curious is that the videos that I filmed of the mermaid, it looks more like a merman. I couldn't see any boob, you know. Now, I am certainly not sure what this building is, but it must probably be one of the most beautiful buildings I have seen so far in the Netherlands. It looks insane. So many details, the stone is so beautiful, the woods are so well cared. No, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is just a private house. Very large and luxurious, late Gothic private house with stone facade. Damn, our friend must have had a lot of money. Dutch millionaire must be millionaire. Okay guys, I think that this video is about to end. Because as a proper Chilean, I'm extremely late for barbecues that we're gonna do at my sister's home. So right now I must go to the train station, take the train to The Hague, take the tram to my sister's apartment, walk to my sister's apartment, climb the stairway to heaven, enjoy of a nice Chilean dinner, and make a toast for Chile. Salud.
Where the wind will blow, I don't know for sure. But if you go, I'll follow you wherever you will go. I don't know about you, babe, but
Self-expression.
In the próximo episodio of Exploring Together. Today, I'm excited to announce that we are in the city of Utrecht.